All right, you kiddies, family, let's gather around. Well, let's gather around. We're going to have a spiritual talk. I feel like it's time for us to have a spiritual talk. Because we hearing all this stuff that's going on. And for some, it's not making sense. And for others, it is making sense. But we're going to sit here. We're going to talk about it. And we're going to, like, breathe in, breathe out. We're going to do that. You know, have you noticed that right now, you know, it's so much stuff going on, so much evil going on, and sometimes it makes somebody say, where is God at? Where is God? Is he here? Is he there? Is he ignoring it? Well, I look at it like this. Oh, the wind is blowing, and it's 89 degrees, so it's getting ready to get cold. But anyway, I look at it like this. I think that right now, it's so many things that's going on that you don't know who and what is what. See, we expect when we talking about evil that they have horns on their head and they red and they drooling, or they black and they drooling and stuff. But evil is coming in a way, in a form that only our eyes can show us. What kind of eyes? Not these. The spiritual eye. Have you ever been around somebody and you don't feel comfortable around them? It's something they doing. They it's just, irritating me. They ain't even gotta speak. They ain't even have a conversation with you, but you just feel it. That's right now, that's what a lot of us are dealing with. Because you got people praising racism and all this other stuff, and they saying that they need to exterminate the liberals and the Democrats, and they saying that people are saying things like, well, I don't condone violence, but this we try to stay in that shady gray area. But in reality, we dealing with the beast. Oh yeah, we dealing with the beast. How do you say, well, Samantha, how you know that? Because you know what? Anytime God exposed a lot of stuff, he's showing you the beast. Yeah, he's showing it. He's showing it to you. He's showing us the mark of the beast itself. No, I ain't saying that white folks are the beast. He's showing you the beast himself. You see it in people like Candace Owens. You see it in people like all these other commentators. The Charlie guy. You see it in Trump. You see it in so many people. You seeing it in pastors. Pastor Swagger. You seeing it is burping itself out. I'm going to give you a good example, of when you ask something to be burped out. There was back in the day, this lady who came up missing. Her name was Lacey Peterson. And it struck me, not because of her color or anything. It struck me because she was pregnant. And me being a mama, and Christmas coming up and stuff, it's like, I hope don't nobody harm her and her baby. Well, that didn't happen. They couldn't find her. And so me and my mama, we prayed. We said, Mom, I said, God, whatever that's holding her, whatever that's bounding her on this earth, let it burp itself up. Let it get so filled it burp itself up. Days later, they found the baby. And then the next day, they found her. And, a lot of times when we ask God to show us something, many of us don't want to see it, or we don't want to accept it. But he shows us. And see, right now, America been playing with God. But I already did a video, but we going to go in deep. See, America been playing with God, These pastors have been playing with God. These church folks have been playing with God. They feel like they doing God's work by doing this and doing that. And you said, well, Samantha, why would God do this to us? Because it was time. It was time. You got pastors that got 5 and 6 houses, and yet some of their congregation are homeless or living paycheck to paycheck. You got church that don't teach of love and unity and you know what's right and wrong. They teach about prosperity, how you can be a millionaire, and that God is in the stock market and stuff, and you can do all of these things. You got pastors that are living double lives and stuff like that, and you know, and all of that. I mean, and they say they chosen and they got followers, and then you got pastors who just come out and say they one thing, you know, and be another. Not that I am against I'm not against everything, but something that, like they say, has a place and an order for. A place and an order. Then you have racist pastors that speaks about genocide and that they're the perfect race and all of that. Then, you know, we got a president that's doing the same thing. That black folks still saying, oh, some black folks saying, oh, he's not racist. He's talking the truth. He's talking the truth. You know, that's just like when you're asking, everybody want to answer to stuff. Everybody want to answer to why their lives are going the way they're going. Some people don't have a purpose. And so when they see something negative come along that's being accepted, they gather to it. They join to it because it gives them a meaning and purpose. Instead of asking what is their meaning and purpose, they gravitate to it. You know, you seeing exposure on your job. People who you didn't think would that was like that are coming out. People at the store that you're dealing with. People that's on your neighborhood. People that's in your political field. There's a guy here, I keep saying it, he's voting for, he's running on Trump platform. Fight, fight, fight. And he's doing all of that. His name is, I can't think of his name. Gus. He's fighting for, Gus is fighting for Trump. Yeah. And there's going to be some people that's going to go hungry. And there's going to be some people that's going to lose a lot of stuff. But my question is that where's your faith? Where's your faith? See, I don't put my faith in man. Man disappoints you all the time. I kind of don't have faith in the church anymore because it's ran as an organ of business and not how should I say it? It's not ran like it's normally supposed to. You got pastors that speak the truth. Like, I love Pastor Geno Jenkins. I love him. You have people who are saying that they're doing God's word in the most evil and vile way. Evil and vile way. And a lot of us think that it's a lot, and it's not. It's the main characters that's doing it. You know, and it's so many people that are so, I ain't gonna say so many, it's some people that are so brainwashed that the beast wants you to think it's all over the way. It's all over. Oh, it's everywhere. Oh, he wants you to think that, you know what, it's his way or no way. the beast is telling you that, you know what, is I'm going to make it so food so high that you ain't going to be able to afford it. You ain't going to be able to live where you want to live. And all these folks that's preaching and happy, you know what, I don't get sad when somebody who lived their life as a Christian passes away. I do not sit here and get sad. You say, why, Samantha? Why? I don't get sad. Because if they do their life right, if they living by their life, their fruits and stuff like that, I know that their reward is going to be so great. I know that God, you know what, I'm going to miss them. And I cry because I'm missing them. But I don't cry because they passed. I cry because I'm going to miss them. I cry because, you know what, they wasn't perfect, but they was out to do God's work. But then you have people that's out here saying they doing God's work and talking about harming the other person and saying vile things and wrong things and stuff. And get mad when you don't cry or you don't mourn them. Try to force you to mourn them. Mourn a wife. Then the wife end up taking over on something that her husband wouldn't allow if he was alive. Ain't that something? Ooh, that's something. See, that's that marketing. See, that's that marketing. That's that beast. That beast is doing it. See, because the beast know that, you know what? The beast is saying, you know what? I'm going to take this and run with it. I'm going to take it and market it. And anybody that say something against it, you know, I'm going to deal with it, make it look like I got control. But in reality, it's only a timeline. It's only a timeline. See, when you know the beast, you can't be afraid of it. You can't be afraid of the beast. God don't show you something to make you afraid. He shows you something so you know, okay, I see the beast. It's ugly. It's doing this. Is now this is what I gotta do. Because he ain't gonna show you something and then I tell you this is how you do it. He may tell some of y'all repent. He may tell some of y'all to go and do this. He may tell some of y'all be still and pray. He may tell some of y'all to just, you know what, have faith. But we can't be scared. See, the beast wants you to think he got control, but he really don't have control because all control comes from up there. But the beast wants you to think that he's immortal, that he's not going anywhere, that even long after he gone, that he's still going to be dead. But I want to tell you, the beast ain't got long. That beast ain't got long. Yep. It's amazing how the beast went to London and was talking. And you know what? And then he couldn't even lay the thing down and talk like he was sincere. He held it up. And this is the son. And you saw all of England laughing at him. Laughing. The beast got mad. He got mad. Come back with all these brilliant deals that he said he had done, and the beast didn't do that. The beast went there and you know people been nice to him because you know they said, well, the beast is in office and you know we gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. We gonna go down there and to the hellhole and we gonna talk to him and tell him something. And the beast don't understand nothing. See, the beast don't understand how things are going. And see, he got these folks that thinking that, you know what, he was gonna make all this right. See, the true beasts know the Bible. Did you know that? The true beasts know the Bible. See, that's what he know. The true beast know the protocol. That's how he know. But see, the beast, he don't know. Scared to read the Bible. See, the beast had, how do somebody is able to hurt you? They have to get close to you. They have to know you, and then they can hurt you. See, the beast know the Bible. He had to study the Bible. Then he had to come back and apply it, because he know that everything that he does had to get permission in order for him to do it. But see, the beast, he don't know that. And the beast got other beasts that's in office that's playing him like a fiddle. Folks that didn't like him, all of a sudden they fear him. And he love it. That's pain. The beast, yeah. So you said, Samantha, are you afraid of the beast? No, I'm not. Can't be afraid of the beast. And you supposed to be a person of God. But you got some folks that's so afraid they selling out to the beast. Selling out. Or they don't want no trouble. They feel like if they give in to the beast gonna reward them. The beast ain't gonna mess with them like they messing with the ones that fighting. But here's my thing. I ain't never known the devil to be nice when somebody surrender. See, I'm going to jump off real quick and then come on back. See, somebody took a comment that was said about one of the elected officials when crime was bad in Memphis, and he said, I need the National Guard. That's how bad it was. But see, back in that time, the beast wasn't in office. And the president that was in office knew that there was not a major, unless it was declared an emergency, there was no need to bring that in. See, he felt like they should have handled it themselves. But see, now they taking them same words and they using the one area and asking the beast to help them with another area. And it ain't going to go as well as plain see. I ain't never known nobody that helped the beast and benefited from it. Well, not as close, Look at it. Mike Lindell, the Mr. Pillowman, you don't see him around. Everybody talking about the beast. Everybody trying to undercut. You see Mark Rubio? He go to them places and he don't even look like a man anymore. Have you noticed that? Because the beast and took his soul. The beast and made him lick the boots and stuff, and he tastes the nasty stuff that when you walk on shoes and stuff, he tastes the gutter and stuff, and he ain't even no man. You can tell when somebody sold their soul to the beast. Others did it, but it was too late. It's too late. So what they do is they get out. Some of them now finding out that the beast ain't what he made up to be. And that's what's going on. And some of us are still, they trying to make us bow down to the beast. Thinking the beast is going to help them because they good black little children. Or they good little Hispanic children. Yeah. Bowing down to a man who hates your guts for being brown. You still have folks that feel like they still white. They just in the wrong body. Oh, Cash Patel feeling it from the beast. See, the beast, he went out here and he thought that because he was appointed, and he was of dark or brown, darker than me. You know them Indians, they come in all colors too, just like us. Well, he thought that when he got out there and the beast, he started taking private jets to different places. See, because, you know, they thinking that because they with the beast is not going to get in trouble. They not going to get in trouble. But the Supreme Court says the beast is protected. They protect the beast. They didn't protect the people who around the beast. That's how that's going to go. So whenever you feel like that this world is overwhelming, and when you feel like you want to say, God, what is going on? Just stop and say, God, I trust your process. I trust your process. And I know you are cleaning house and you are exposing the beast. Is it going to take a long time for America to get back to where we'll never be where we were? Because we ain't seen too many folks that we know and we love and that didn't vote. We got different looks on everything now that's going on. People that didn't vote, we looking at folks who voting for Trump. We look at them different. We got folks that you know what, that did it out of spite. Oh, we got folks that just did it because they claimed they didn't know any better. They did it for their own agenda. They did it for whatever reason that it was, for, you know, that they sold out to the beast for the eggs and the bacon and chickens and all of that and the gas and now, you know, we see the beast. But I'm gonna tell you something. Whatever you sold out for, that's what the devil knows now, how to get you. That's how he gonna take so many souls. Because you know what, if you settling out for little things, he got you. If you're settling it out because you're trying to make somebody's angry or you hate somebody, he got you. If you settling because you don't want to live next to somebody that's maybe gay or transgender or black, I want to tell you something. You've been living with them folks for a long time. The only thing different is that now they out in the closet and out in the open versus being in the closet and being quiet. You've been living like that for a long time. Some of y'all worked around them, went to school around it. They taught your kids. They did all of that. So please don't come to me and act like that, you know what, all this gay, lesbian, transgender stuff just happened overnight. We forgot that, what's his name? Hoover, Edgar Hoover, the FBI director, was not only gay, he dressed as a woman. So please don't act like this started last night. But anyway, for those of you who selling your soul for, you know, and there's nothing wrong with being happy when the devil is defeated. It's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with when the devil is defeated, because you got to realize something. Again, the devil doesn't come with horns and the red face and what we used to seeing when in movies. He looked like one of us. He talked like one of us. That's how he was able to go to Jesus that night that he was betrayed. When he was on that hill. Come on now. Please stop thinking that the devil is horns and fangs. No, he looked just like us. He talked just like us. Because you know why? Because it's easy to look like us and get away with it than to look like the real monster and have you run. So now, my family, you know what the beast look like now. Time not to be afraid. Time not to know. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid about what's going to happen. Because God got you. For those of you who truly believe it. But now it's not just the time for you to pray for yourself. It's time for you to pray for your other brethren, the true ones. Because like I said, the Bible says this too shall pass. And this is not meant for victory for the beast. This is for the victory of God. Happy Friday, y'all. Y'all go on and drink something. I'm going to tell you something. Go have your Arnold Palmer. If you like lemons and everything. Go and relax. This fight is not just about democracy. It's about principalities and power. And power, I guarantee you, God is exposing not only that, but He going to take it down. Y'all go be happy.